If you would like to get this month's crystal reading for your sign for download and purchase, please click on the Vimeo link below this video in the Show More section, or visit my website, theluckymermaid.com, and the links for these videos are posted on the most recent video page. Please be sure to check out my other psychic readings for each zodiac sign I have available there as well. Thank you so much. Wish you many blessings and peace.
Hi Aries, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for August 2016. This month I laid out the 5-card Rainbow Tarot spread for you using the Hanson Roberts Tarot deck, and I pulled an additional card from the Doreen Virtues Healing with the Angels Oracle cards, just as I used to do when I started the readings on YouTube 2 years ago. Please remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Aries Sun, Aries Ascendant, and Aries Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign to gain more insight and information, because some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Aries, now onto your reading for August 2016. And the first card you have that showed up here today, Aries, is Four of Wands. And Four of Wands, or Four of Rods, is a card to me that symbolizes marriage. This could be talking about your marriage if you're already married, or you getting married, you becoming married to someone else. This could also be a card that symbolizes you attending a wedding or throwing a wedding for someone, and it can also indicate success or good fortune and success and happiness coming to you in springtime. I do feel some of you have some complications or confusion swirling around in your mind about what you think about or how you feel about your marriage, or the topic of marriage and, the prospect of getting married, or you're already married and you've got some confusion swirling around about it. I do hear trials and tribulations do start to pay off for you, and I feel that many of you are seeing the proverbial light at the end of the tunnel. So that's good. That's good news, Aries. I feel that you've worked out a lot of issues and you now have a dramatically different take on things that have been going on in your life. And for some of you, this could be about your marriage. Like now maybe you've worked out issues and you've had trials and tribulations with your significant other, and now you have a different take on it. Your marriage is looking, you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Whatever that means for you. Maybe for some of you that means getting divorced. Maybe the light at the end of the tunnel was that you couldn't stay together. Maybe the light at the end of the tunnel for many of you is that you rectified your problems and now things are working out, which is what I feel more than anything else. And for single Aries, I feel if you've had some confusion about marriage, whatever trials and tribulations you've been through up to this point, I feel it's helped you, because now you're more clear about what you want in a partner, and if you were to get married again or to be coupled seriously with someone, you're more prepared or ready, in a better spot mentally, emotionally, and maybe even spiritually, to be in a marriage, or how to deal with, being in a marriage. I do see you working out the details, reading the fine print of things, going over, working out the details. Now, this could be if you're planning a wedding or you're getting married, that could be the details that you're working out. But they are talking about working out the details and looking at the fine print. I do feel that some of you are going to start to stylize yourself a little differently and try to improve your physical appearance in some way. You could be changing your hair color, getting plastic surgery, eating better, doing a new exercise program or regime, losing weight or eating healthier, anything that would do something to rejuvenate and enhance your appearance also comes up here in this Four of Rods. I do feel that you've traveled a long way to get where you are right now, and I feel that some of you are ready to make a commitment. That's what comes up here. So the next card you have here in your reading is the Emperor. And the Emperor is a card to me that symbolizes, first, a paternal figure that's crossed over to the other side that could be watching you, guiding you, protecting you, giving you ideas and inspirations that may feel like your own thought, but they could be coming from the Emperor. This card can also symbolize someone in the physical form that would be a boss or a father, or it could be a husband, or it could even be an ex-husband. The Emperor could be somebody that is still in the living. This person feels that they've taught you well, but they also say that you've learned a lot of your lessons, unfortunately, the hard way. But they are saying they taught you well, but you did learn some lessons the hard way. So be careful with the words you use, Aries, because they're smoking hot right now, meaning like you could be spitting fire, or people are really paying attention to what you're saying, or watching what you're saying, how you're saying it. So you might want to tone anything down if you tend to get like real emotive or expressive or dramatic. Maybe you don't care. Maybe you're like, yeah, let the chips fall where they may. I'm going to say what I want and I'm going to say it how I want. That can happen. But the advice coming from the Emperor is to like caution, be cognizant of the fact that people are paying attention to what you're saying and doing right now. They're watching you or listening to you. So this could be, family members. It could be work, co-workers, because family and co-workers are like circling around this, or it could be bosses, or spouses, anything. You just got people listening. You have people listening to you and paying attention to what you're saying and how you're saying it right now. You're not the first sign to get that. I believe Aquarians maybe got that too. Some other sign got the same message, something very similar. And I believe it also came through the Emperor, oddly enough. I do feel some of you Aries are really trying to get on with your life and move on in a new and or different direction. Get on with your life and move in a new direction comes up here through the Emperor. Still waters run deep. Be cautious and careful of anybody that's too quiet or silent around you. They maybe have secrets or something to hide. Don't always just assume that because somebody's quiet or shy and retiring, that means they're shy. They may be that way because they're secretive and elusive. So the Emperor is warning you of that. So if you work with or have a relationship with, or a new relationship potential comes up to you, and the person is very shy, quiet, seems like, not real, like very, you just think, oh, they're very quiet. There's more to it than that. So just be mindful of that kind of action coming up from somebody that I feel it might be somebody new in coming into your sphere of influence, because if you've known them a long time, you would know by now whether they're keeping secrets or not. But just keep that thought under your hat. Become more showy with your ideas and more showy and expressive with your creativity and what you're doing and your ideas. Not showy with your words. Be more showy and creative, more showy with your ideas and your creativity. More so than your words in the month of August will be helpful to you. So the next card you have here in this layout, Aries, for August, you have the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is a card to me that symbolizes being tired and exhausted of your hard work and efforts, but gaining financial rewards from your hard work and efforts. It's like it's paying off for you. I do feel some of you are really starting to figure out what you want to have happen in your life. Could be in a work-related sense, because it is a work card, and or money. and going for it. That's a strong theme that's coming up here for many of you Aries. Plus, I do feel there's a big job change coming or some kind of change happening with your employment for some of you Aries. Some of you are thinking about and strategizing what's the next plan or move that you want to make. Because I get for some of you, if you've been looking for a new job, I get different job opportunities circling around you. You may even be thinking of changing your career. Not all of you, but I do pick up a job change, and for some of you, a career change. Some of you may have been feeling like a loss of a sense of purpose in relation to your work or jobs. Because I do pick up a downhearted feeling for some of you where you feel like you've done everything you had to do or you've exhausted all the possibilities that you feel that you could do in your current job or current career or current situation. Even if you're out of work, you may feel like you've exhausted all your possibilities of what you can do to pursue other work. If you didn't have the job shift or change in April or May, I still feel, because I'm getting April, May, June, July, August, in that time frame, because all of you Aries are not born on the same day, the same month, the same year, the same time. Your birth times are not the same, so your timing is not going to be the same. Some of you may have already had this change in April and May. If it hasn't occurred in April, May, or June, look for it, or, July, because this is an August reading. I am doing the reading in July for August, for the very end of July to go up for the beginning of August. So you're going to see some kind of job change for many of you from that time period, April of 2016 through the end of August 2016. April through August is how it comes up here. Even if you are not changing your job, I hear your job or career or work or business is going to be going through a lot of changes, I feel, in August. It doesn't mean it's a negative change. It could be positive of nature. Maybe you're just going to add new services, new products, develop a new line or a new way of handling clients or customers or business or the pattern in which you do things. If you're working for other people, maybe you have leeway to make changes in how you do your daily, go about your daily work schedule and business. Whatever it is, it's a change in some manner, some way or another for Aries. I do really feel it's coming in very strongly for August if it didn't already occur for you. So the next card you have in your reading here, Aries, you have the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles to me is a card that symbolizes an earth sign male. This would either be a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. For some of you, this may not make sense that it's a man based on the messages that are going to come up. And don't worry, because females can show up as kings and knights in general readings. It could be somebody right now that just is having the personality traits of the King of Pentacles. I feel some of you Aries are trying to decide what to do about this. And it does feel like a male to me, the way they said it. What to do about this King of Pentacles. You feel challenged by them in some way, or you either feel like challenged by them, or they're just challenging in general to deal with. But I get that word challenge connected to this King of Pentacles. If you haven't had any relationships with this King of Pentacles that have been stop, start, stop, start, stop, start, that comes up here. So some of you may have had either a marriage or a relationship that's serious or dated or been coupled with this King of Pentacles that has been like back and forth, like a seesaw. I do feel this King of Pentacles feels blue, lonely, a little forlorn, whatever word you want to use there. he has this feeling like you ought to come in and help him, or you ought to come and keep him company, or you ought to solve his issue or problem. So he may be looking to you for something, whether it's justified or not, whether there's any, in your mind, any logical reason for why he would think that you should, be there for him. It just comes up like, I feel like he thinks this is something that should happen and it should come from you. I don't want to, I know there's been some Aries lately that have accused me of being non-compassionate to Aries, which I find funny because I have Aries rising. That's my rising sign, and some of my closest relatives are Aries and closest friends. So I have nothing against Aries, but I have to say I do feel that you're going to have some problems and issues with this guy. I don't want to sugarcoat it. I mean, I can't, I try to say it as nicely as I can. I just feel like you're going to be challenged by him, or he's going to be presenting some kind of problems for you in August, or consternation. It doesn't mean you have to let it run away with you and destroy your world. It could just be an annoyance. That's how it comes up to me. If he's a spouse or a love partner to you, he may become jealous. He may be jealous of you in August and accuse you of talking to other people in a flirting sense. Like, you could get accused by him, because I do pick up, or the king, because it could be a female, but it really feels very male to me, the way this is all rolling. He could accuse you of something. He may be jealous. Now, if he's a father figure to you, maybe he's being really strict and firm and, unyielding, and maybe accusatory, like, you should be doing this and you should be doing that. Because I'm going to tell you right here, Aries, he's coming up one or the other, like a father figure or a boss, or even more strongly, a love partnership person. It's one or the other, but he's challenging. He may be accusatory to you. He may think you should be doing this or that. Those are the energies that are coming up with this king in August. So the last card you have here of the 5 cards for August is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is a card to me that symbolizes an air sign female. This could be an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could also be a male, because men can come up as queens in general readings, and it could be somebody that just has the personality traits right now of the Queen of Swords. I feel like you may be trying to figure out, what does this Queen of Swords want from you? I feel you like in puzzlement and wonderment about them. Like, I don't feel you know where they're coming from. Unlike the King of Pentacles, I feel you know exactly where they're coming from. I feel they're wearing their emotions on their sleeve and letting you know exactly what they're not liking, what they are liking, what they're upset about, or what they think you should do. You're puzzled by this queen for some reason. For some of you, she may be asking you to do things for her, or make some kind of declaration or of love or promise to her. She may be looking for an engagement, or he, because if it's a king, he or she or he, Queen of Swords, could be asking you to, like, make a commitment to me. What are you going to do with me? What are you going to do for me? Could be another thing. And I feel like you're going to feel like this. You have 2 people that seem like they want something from you. Honestly, this King of Pentacles wants, in a different way, wants something from you. This Queen of Swords, she wants something from you, but I still see you puzzled by them in some degree, to some degree. This Queen of Swords does believe that they're right a lot of the time. Most of the time, they see their perspective as the correct one. I don't know that they are really, I don't want to say they're not open-minded, because they may be open-minded, but when it comes to their viewpoint or their opinion about something, especially in regard to dealing with you, they feel they are correct. So that comes up strongly here from this Queen. I feel like this Queen of Swords is going to want, again, the word change is coming up for you with August. Want something to, some dynamic or something to change with you two in some way. She either wants more from you, wants a commitment from you, or wants something from you. But even if it's not in a romantic sense, she is expecting or wanting something from you. If she's not a love mate or a partner, she could be your mother or your boss. It comes up as either way. This woman has ideals and principles that she is holding up here. That sword is her ideals and her principles to me in this reading. And she wants you to toe the line and do what are her principles. She wants you to follow what she says is correct, what she says is right. So listen to what I said again. She either is a romantic partner for you, a mother, or a boss. It could even be a sister, but really it comes up as those three things the strongest. Some of you, yeah, she wants for some of you, some of this Queen of Swords wants something written down on paper, like a schedule or facts or protocols and procedures, the way things are going to run. Maybe it has to do with court documents and legal papers. Maybe it has to do with child custody or visitation rights or child support payments or something like that. For some of you, it could be scheduling about child visitation. It could also be coming from her if she's a work partner, a boss, or somebody at work, that she wants the same, just apply what I just said, protocols, scheduling, details written down, organizational methods, how they're going to go. Just apply it to work if it's not a spouse, an ex-spouse that wants things systematically in order. It could be a boss, or it could be your mother. If your mother's very controlling and domineering in your life and she still has some say-so about, I want you to do this and that, and this is the way I want it to roll. This woman has expectations out of you. I have to say, don't get upset with me, Aries. I do feel both of these people have expectations of you and are judgmental and being a little critical of you in August. For how I'm reading it. I mean, another person that does readings could sit here and pick up something completely different and make more sense to you. So as I always say, if these messages don't make sense to you, Aries, for this month of August in your as your sun sign, please go watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because your messages may be coming to you there and not here in this through your sun sign, if Aries is your sun sign. I do feel that this Queen of Swords can be very generous with her time, and I do feel she's generous with her money and her knowledge and her know-how. So I don't feel she's an evil person. I feel she knows what she's doing. I feel she's got good business acumen. For some of you, she does have that, or he, and is, has good sensibility, organizational skills, mentally organized, and is a good person about analyzing things and getting things done for some of you. So I hope that helped you. And please, I know some of you feel like I say negative things about Aries, and I don't understand why. I always just say the messages that come up. So I'm just being honest with what I hear. I have that as my rising sign. I certainly don't want to say anything negative because then that just bums me out. But I would say it anyway, whether it applies to me or not. So the last card you have here is Retreat. And this is the card from the Doreen Virtues Healing with the Angels Oracle cards. And so you got Retreat for August. I hear there's a lot of things you have to do and a lot of things you need to get in order. Like you may be like, what? It said retreat. Retreat is like getting away, going on a vacation. Okay, that could be part of the things you need to get in order, but I get it's time. It's time to get some kind of thing in alignment and in order in your life. I do feel some of you are going to be giving a lot of time and care and attention over to someone that is in some kind of need. They may have, physical challenges in their life or mental and emotional challenges in their life. They could be elderly, or maybe they have some illness or some kind of, sickness where they need you to assist them or help them. I do see some of you giving of your time and care and emotions and attention to someone in need. I do see that through this retreat card. I see you getting ready to broaden your scope and your horizons. And I have to say, especially in the fall, even starting in August, but between August and the end of October, even going into the beginning of November, you're broadening your horizons. I feel like a lot of things are going to happen for you that are important in that time, especially even in October. That comes up strongly. I do feel like you're going to be learning a lot from someone and listening to some tales. So you may be somewhere where people are telling stories. I don't mean lying. I mean telling interesting stories, or taking some kind of class or lecture series, or maybe you're going to be listening to a book on audio, and you might be listening to some interesting stories and relaxing, because I see you there. It's pleasurable to you. It's interesting. You're gaining additional insights, information. It's pleasurable to you. It's not like, it's a class I have to take and I don't feel like doing it and I'm not interested and it's boring. I don't feel that. I feel like you're going to be interested in what it is you're hearing. It's a strange message. I still don't know why all these things are coming up through retreat, but I'm hearing you are now really starting to see the forest for the trees now. You are starting to get out into the clearing, where now things are starting to become more opened up. Your eyes are more opened up. You're mentally, emotionally, spiritually more opened up to what the bigger picture is and what's going on right now. I feel like your eyes have been opened, very almost like you're stepping out of some cloudy darkness type of period of time that was maybe, nerve jangling or disruptive for you, or oppressive to you in some way, or cloudy and confusing. I do feel you're emerging from that, and now you're coming into this clearing where things are going to make a lot of sense to you now. So I hope this reading made sense to you, and I hope it was of help. I want to thank you so much for liking and sharing and watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate that. And please be sure to remember to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I post my monthly Psychic Tarot readings and my mid-month Psychic Tarot updates for each sign of the zodiac. If you would like to get an additional messages and insights from my spirit guides when I look into my crystal Aries, you can access these videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for August 2016 crystal reading for each sign of the zodiac. You can also access these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, and clicking on the videos tab on my menu and going to page 6. And there, if you scroll down the page, it should probably be in about the middle, you will see the heading for August 2016 crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. You just click on your sign and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. I also would like to say, please be sure to follow me on Facebook, because I do post things there pretty much daily that you won't be able to see here on YouTube, and also follow me on Twitter. I hope you have an amazing month of August, Aries, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.